Many years ago, a wise man put forth a saying that the labor of a fool wearies them, because why? They do not know the way to the city. A lot of persons are frustrated at reading, not because they do not even have the ability or the capacity to read, but because they picked up books in the past that they read were not really interesting, did not really ignite their desire to read. They read halfway and they dropped it. Sometimes when you have set a goal for yourself and you're not able to meet up to those goals, you can end up feeling defeated. You end up feeling you cannot do it. Because why? When we are not able to meet up to a set goal or a set target, it affects our ego and our self-esteem. It impacts largely on our self-esteem. So this is what I want to share for a lot of us who have been struggling with reading, who had read in the past and then they could not finish the book or something. Notice something about reading that you have to keep in mind. It's not necessarily about you finishing the book, it's about you getting the required knowledge that you need per time. And for those of us who picked up a book and they were not able to finish the book because the story was not as interesting as something they really wanted to read, I want to ask you a question. Do you really know why you want to read? Do you know why you picked up that book and decided that you want to read it? And sometimes you have to go through other people's reviews to understand, okay, this is something that I can read really fast and then be able to enjoy it. Picking up a book and just start reading, sometimes coincidentally it may ignite your passion to read. But if you just pick up a book and decide, oh, I just want to read, and you get frustrated because the book is not interesting, understand that because one book did not really help you understand what really reading is and you did not enjoy reading one book, does not mean that there are no books there that can actually help you enjoy reading. There are a lot of books written by good authors with good storylines and plot that you can really read and enjoy your reading journey. So do not give up just because one part of your reading journey did not work. Do not give up because you just read a particular part of a book and then you were not able to complete the book. You have a series of half books you've read. There are a lot of persons in this category with you. I, for one, sometimes I read a book halfway. I've gotten what I wanted. I just put a bookmark there and shave it back. And because I know that next time I would have an opportunity to come back and continue from where I stopped. Sometimes it's not just the entire book that changes you, it's just a line, it's just a paragraph, it's just something that you need to really quickly grab from the book and then move on with your life. You're struggling with an issue on commitment. You may not necessarily find a title on commitment for you to be able to read, but there are a lot of books that will tell you things about commitment. Never Give Up by Joyce Meyer. You pick up a chapter on it that had to talk about commitment, you read and you drop it. Just imagine the other time the book that helped me on commitment was The Billionaire's Mind, developing a billionaire's mindset. And I was just asking myself, how does, as in when I saw the topic on commitment there and I had to read it, it really helped me a lot to deal with the issue of commitment. So sometimes it's not just about reading the entire book. The reason why you're reading is to equip yourself for your purpose, for your life, for the dream you've already set for yourself. Imagine coming up on stage to a place where you've already planned for something you've already prepared your mind towards and you've been dreaming about it long enough and you don't have the adequate knowledge to be able to pass across your message and you look like you're a failure. But reading helps and equips you and makes you a better person, such that when you come to where you've already been planning for, dreaming about for a very long time, you come in prepared, you come in energized, and you come in feeling adequate. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope your reading journey is going to get better. If you have a struggle about reading something you want us to talk about, please do drop it in the comment box and then I would attend to it in the next talk. Do have a very wonderful rest of the day.